Hello, everyone. Welcome back. Thank you for joining me today. Today, we're going to be doing another landscape painting. This time, we're going to be doing a body of water. So, first thing I started was to tape off the different sections that I want to be working with. The first half is the sky, and I'm already starting with the purple and some dark colors to create the shadows for the sky and behind the clouds. The second half will be the sea, and we'll be working with that a little bit later. First, I want to establish the sky. We can be working with a lot of different colors, but I chose to work with purple and blue. I wanted to create a very bold sky, something very strong, but any of you can work with the colors that I have, or an orange pinkish sunset, or a lighter blue sky. Anything that you really want, you can start to portray that, convey that with the watercolor. Um, so yeah, I am just using a rounded brush and using as much water as I possibly can, just to get the paint flowing across the page. Once I start to get something that is to my liking, then I start to blend in the whites and going in with lighter shades. I do want to create a little bit of clouds going on, so I chose to um, use a dry brush a little towards the ends just to create that highlight. And using a flat brush now to swirl around the paint and really create the movement and the formation of the clouds. Adding a little bit of yellow to the clouds to really just showcase that the sun is coming through and it is present, and you can see it shining through the clouds. So that's very important to add just a little bit of yellow to our um, sky clouds depiction here. So now that I'm done with the sky, I'm going to move on to the sea, the body of water. So I'm removing the tape that was in the middle to divide the sky and the sea. And once again, I'm going to be starting with a very dark color. Dark colors are for further away distance. And then as we get closer, we're going to be working with a little bit lighter shades. And lastly, then we're going to be working with the white and how to really incorporate the highlights and establish that reflection that that is always apparent when there's water. So right now I am just creating a horizon. I chose to, very last minute, I chose to do a little bit of a mountain scene here with the horizon. You can just leave it as a dark black line if you choose to, but I chose to I'll add a little bit of hills and peaks to indicate that it is a mountain scene, and going in with dark blue on the sides, really creating that depth, and then moving into medium and lighter shades of blue. So I just wanted to make note of the way that I work. It's never going to be a uniform way. I'm not going to be working from the back to the front or the front to the back. As you can see, I started with the sides of the sea and then chose to work a little bit in the back, a little bit in the front, a little bit in the middle. Just because I have an idea of where the highlights are going to be, where the light source is going to be, and that's another thing to keep note of when we are creating landscape, still life, even abstract paintings, just to have an idea of the light source and just trying to keep that within angle. So wherever you choose to put the sun, if you are choosing to put the sun, try to put the highlights, working from the light source. So now I am starting to put in my lighter shades. I do want to mention that I'm working with a lot of blues, but for the sea, for the water, you can incorporate some muted shades of purple. I know for a fact I used this gray purplish shade that I made by mixing a few colors, and that just creates a little bit more depth. And from there you can just start working with the medium shades and the highlight shades. The very end, once you're satisfied with the painting, then you can go in with a dry brush with the white and just add a few touches of white to your painting for both the sea and the clouds in the sky, and it just makes it pop a little bit more. Once you are happy with your landscape painting, then that's when you can sign the piece with your name. For me, I'm going to be removing the tape on the sides because it's used to create a nice clean cut square. So that's what I'm going to be removing once I'm satisfied with the piece. And yeah, if you want, you can go back in once all the paint dries, but I would say it's okay to take a step back and to go back in if you'd like. But if you're really satisfied with your painting, then I would just leave it as it is. And I just want to thank you all for joining me today. That is all for this class. This is another landscape painting. We were working with a body of water and the clouds again. So thank you for joining me, and I hope you guys join me for other classes, and stay tuned, And for now, take care, and I'll see you soon.